Okay, the next section is tail setup. I want to make sure that the tail is correcting the right way. So an easy way that I check is I'll flip my tail blade forward like this, and if I move the rudder right, it'll turn right, it'll move right. If I move the rudder left, it'll move left. Okay, if that's reversed, you want to change that in servo reversing. Next, we'll look at, is it correcting the right way? And if I move the tail right, you'll see the blade go right. If I move left, it goes left, left, right. Okay, so if it's not moving that way, then you want to reverse it on this page. I also had to unplug from the program to make this work, to show you how it's working. When it's plugged in without a battery, you won't be able to check it. Okay, so let's move on to the next step. Okay, the next step is unit orientation. I believe that for the 180, the best way to set up the ubrain is top facing up with the wires in the front. So that's this box here. We want to click here. I just want to make a note here. You see set level. You could come back to this page if you use self-level mode, and you want to make sure your swash is level and have it on a level surface, and you would click set level, and that would set up for the self-leveling mode. But you come back to this after you finished everything else. Here's our next step. We want to select 180. Move on to our next step, and here's where you have 3 different banks set up for you can have different flight modes, or you could have auto level setup on one, and it's going to be programmed to aux 2, which on DX9 is on this switch, but I've moved mine to this switch here because it's easy for me to get to. So you see I have it in the setup 3 position. If I flip the switch,
3D mode,
it goes to setup 2, and then
self-level.
This is where I've selected self-level. So in each one of these you can pick beginner, sport, 3D, or hardcore 3D. You only want to pick one of these to use the self-level. So I have this option. This is where I wanted the self-level to be at. And
3D mode, bank 1.
And I have 2 different setups for setup 3 and setup 2. So you choose what you want, and then if you do set a self-level, you would go back to this page, now, and hit the self-level. Okay, and last, just checking, make sure that all of your controls are moving the right way, and once you have that done, you're ready to go.